Hey everyone, it's Milo here for the Fellowship of Acoustics and welcome to a new episode of New Arrivals. The whole gang is back. We're all ready to find some new guitars for this episode.
What's up, gang?
No response.
Hey, gang's not interested.
Go gang. So as always, we're going to the store. Michael behind the camera there. We're going to the store and we're going to find our 4 favorites of this week, new guitars that came in. And then at the end it's up to you to pick your favorite of this week. You can leave a comment down below or you can also vote in a community side of our YouTube page. There's a poll there. Last week I believe the winner was the Jazzmaster, but we have to double check. Timon, can you double check for me?
Double check, Timon.
Yeah!
Jazzmaster. Yeah. Jazzmaster.
It's been a while since it wasn't a acoustic guitar that won the poll. So, nice job. So let's see what's in these racks. Let's go. We're starting with this Gibson case. And this should be an L5. Here we go. A beautiful L5 CES from 91. 91.
That's a great year.
Is it?
It's the best year.
It's the best year. Take it from Maiko.
Yeah,
he's an expert.
And also vintage.
Also pretty vintage nowadays. So a beautiful L5, it's a store favorite. We have a 17-inch archtop with a hand-carved spruce top on it and beautiful flamed maple back and sides.
Bellissimo.
We also have a flamed maple 3-piece neck on this. So this was built in 91 and it was built by Jim Triggs. You won't see it on the camera, but there's a sticker inside.
You'll just have to believe us.
Yeah. So who is Jim Triggs? He's one of the master luthiers over at Gibson. So finding a guitar built by him is really a sign of excellent quality. He started in '86 and left Gibson in '92. And he made he signed around 600, 700 archtops in that period. So they are quite rare. So it's nice to have this in our store and it's in beautiful condition as well. Have a look at that.
Flaming on the sides.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And
some scuff marks.
Yeah.
But that's quite all right. We also see them in a sunburst color, but the natural is actually a little less common. So even more rare flat wounds on it right now, as they should be. That will take me into another guitar that I already spotted. Another archtop, a 17-inch archtop. But then a very old one from 1937. And I will say the name correctly. This is a D'Angelico. It's not a D'Angelico. So this is the XL model by D'Angelico. I wanted to say D'Angelico. This was a rival to the L5 that Gibson made at the time. So this was probably built by John D'Angelico himself. This has a quite peculiar T.J on the pickguard. I'm not quite sure what that stands for.
Giacomo Jura. Could be right.
We'll bleep that out.
Right.
We won't mention his name. The guitarist that shall not be named. So another hand-carved spruce top on this maple back and sides. Not as flamed as the L5, though some nice curls on there. Beautiful. Some belt buckle rash over here. This one has been played. What I like about the D'Angelico guitar is sort of a Art Deco style on them. You see it in the inlays. They are really cool. Almost look like paper planes.
The beautiful headstock.
Beautiful headstock, which is the first thing that you will notice when you pick up a D'Angelico. Let's see how this sounds. Alright, this is not really a style of guitar that I'm really used to. You need to be I think you need to be a jazz player to really get the most out of these guitars. So we have some really good jazz players in-house. Don will get some beautiful sounds out of this, and Tom as well. It takes a certain kind of touch when playing these. When I play them, I always find them to be a little bit shrill and not as full sounding, but that's really not what they were used for at that time. They needed to punch through a big band, and this will do that because it has a lot of high end. It still sounds full, but it doesn't have a fullness that a dreadnought guitar has. But that's okay, and I really think this is a beautiful specimen. It's between the two 17-inch archtops for me. I like the L5. We did feature some L5s the last couple of weeks. We don't see a lot of D'Angelicos.
That is true.
Especially not from 37. Larkspur Oslo.
What could that be?
Let's open it. Powers Electric. Our friends over in San Diego.
That is correct.
Yeah. This is their
Cajon.
Type A. Oh yeah, right. I've already seen this last week. They're Type A from Powers Electric, and I think this is one of the prettiest ones that we've had so far. I really enjoy this color. Also the way this fades into the blue. So this is called Two-Tone Larkspur Oslo. So the two-tone stands for the two colors of blue on this Type A. So one of these is Oslo blue and the other is Larkspur blue. Which is which? Maiko, you have any idea?
I'd say this is, I'm looking at Oslo right now.
This is Oslo.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that's
This
my
is
guess.
this pretty Larkspur to me. This.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have the FF pickups, the full Faraday pickups on this Type A, and Taylor, or should I say Powers Electric?
You should say Powers Electric.
They say the full Faradays are the most hi-fi sounding pickups. You also have the partial Faradays. They have also a different look to them. I just really dig this. A lot of inspired by car culture, as you can see. They play amazing, these Powers Electrics. They sound great as well, so if you didn't have the chance yet to play them, then please come by our store or the store nearby you and check them out, because they are really cool guitars. A really nice entry to the electric guitar domain of the last few years, I think. A Gretsch guitar. The title of this Gretsch says it has a champagne sparkle finish. What does that look like?
Let's have a lookie. That is champagne sparkle.
So this has a glittery finish. Amazing looking Gretsch Penguin. So this comes directly from the custom shop over at Gretsch. We're happy to receive a few custom shops. Last week Laura also made some beautiful pictures of them together with Eva. Oh,
Oh,
there
look
they
at
are.
that.
The Holy Trinity.
Beautiful picture.
So this is the 55 Penguin model, built by master builder Chet Henriksen,
Oh,
who
good.
also signed off on it.
Not Jet Atkins. No.
No. So if you like drinking champagne and having some sparkle on your Gretsch, maybe this Penguin is for you. It's really a looker. I'm going to open this case right here. A Martin. Fooled you. It's a Gibson, a Southern Jumbo. A beautiful square neck dreadnought by Gibson. This is a 66 one, so you have the plastic adjustable saddle on here. It's always a gamble how these will sound. Sometimes I think the plastic does something to the sound, and sometimes it's a positive thing. So let's check it out. So this has a characteristic to the sound that I recognize from other 60s Gibsons. It doesn't have a full bottom end. It doesn't have the warmth of the maybe the 40s or 50s Gibsons that I've heard. So it's not a classic Gibson sound. It's not as mellow, but it does sound really pretty, especially when played lighter. So if you're a heavy picker, heavy strummer, I don't think this is a guitar for you, because it does have a ceiling. It doesn't have that much headroom. But when you play softly, and maybe some finger picking as well, or a really soft picking, and when you record it, I think this will sound really pretty. I really like the 60s pick guards on the Gibsons of that era. Let's go for it. Let's record this one. Next up, a PRS. Ooh, wow. Okay, this is a single cut 594. Also a looker, a private stock. What do we call this finish? Triple faded indigo. This fretboard is crazy.
Very cool.
2 for 1 if you buy this and the Gretsch. We can make you a nice deal. Play them like this on the stage. Everyone will notice you. The 594, if you don't know, stands for the skill length of these models, because it has a 24.594 inch skill length. So I grabbed the spec sheet that PRS gives with their guitars. So let's run through some of the specs. You get a curly maple neck.
That's pretty curly.
Check that out.
Maple.
Swamp ash body on here.
Cool.
Quilted maple top. Beautiful. The pickups are a Tremonti pickup in the bridge, and then a 5708 in the neck. So like Colin just told me, this is sort of a 57 humbucker recreation. Incredible looking guitar. Also check out the green and orange outlines of these birds.
Pretty sick.
Pretty sick indeed. Check this out. Old case. A sign of an old guitar. And inside of this case is a 64 ES-335 in a cherry red. Man, that is really special. So this 64 is the same year as Clapton's ES-335. So if you're a Clapton fan, I think it's pretty much the same looking ES as this. Yeah, to have this in our store is incredible. We've been blessed with some beautiful ES-335s over the years. We also had a 59 that was incredible. This is, I think this is my favorite ES look. So the cherry with the block inlays. Without a trapeze. So this is a factory second, which means that it had some kind of defect, but they deemed it good enough to sell, and sometimes it was sold to employees as well. And we know this because it's pretty hard to see, I think, but there's a really small little 2 here above the serial number. But this is how we know that this is a factory second. Beautiful cherry finish. These are the patent number pickups, so not the PAFs. They switched in '62, but the first years, these patent numbers are essentially the same as the PAFs that came before them. The pots on the inside actually date to the early '65, so they probably had this body lying around during '64, and then they pushed it out of the store on '65. But that still does make this a 64 ES-335 according to the serial number. It is in good condition. Of course, you have some marks. I don't expect this to be in clean or mint condition at all. Yeah, this has to be my third choice. I really like 335s, Michael as well, and I think you will like them as well. And seeing a Cherry 64, maybe we should call JD Simo. I think he will like this one. Let's plug it in downstairs. It's a big box over here. Let's see what this is. Oh, movie segment. I want to suggest 28 years later. I went to the cinema yesterday and it was incredible. So it was the third installment of the 28 series by Danny Boyle. Yeah, just an amazing movie. Gritty, funny, unique. I really enjoyed it. Go check it out. 28 years later. Laura.
My suggestion for this week is the Minecraft movie.
Let's feature some new electrics coming from the Dutch soil in Zeeland. These are the new gun guitars.
Nice design.
We have a grey one and also a green one. Favorite right now, Michael?
I'm going for the viewer's left side. This one. Yeah.
This one, yeah. Me too. T-style guitars coming from Zeeland, the Zeeland province in the Netherlands, close to the sea. Built by Eugen Wolf.
Guitars, Eugen Wolf. Yeah.
So inspired by the 50s, also some car culture theme, I think, in these guitars.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. What I really like is these pickguards with the volume and tone letters here on them. So gun guitars has been becoming a household name in the Netherlands, mostly behind the scenes, building some custom guitars for a lot of artists in the Netherlands. And we're really happy to have his guitars here at the fellowship. Single coil pickups. I thought it was a P90, but I read online that it was a single coil pickup. Yeah, they are lightweight, resonant guitars. If you like tellies, we also have some a bass as well. They're really cool, so check them out. Let's check in on Bill. Bill! Niemand! Hey, how are you doing? Got something to say to the audience? Would you say something about a large sound hole? Your owner really likes it? Let's check it out. This is a new guitar by Eastman, but you wouldn't know it if you saw this at first, because there's no Eastman logo on the headstock. This is their large sound hole, D28. Of course, we know it as the Tony Rice guitar. A lot of brands are producing this particular dreadnought guitar. So we know them by Bourgeois, also Atkin produces the White Rice, Santa Cruz produces the Tony Rice dreadnought. So his was a 37. I'm not actually sure what year it was, but we know the guitar mostly by its enlarged sound hole. So if you see that, mostly it's a nod to the Tony Rice guitar. Erwin was just playing this and it sounded great. So compared to the other builders, this is more than half of the price. And this is a incredible sounding guitar. Just have a look at the top as well. A new Eastman logo here on the back of the headstock.
Yep.
This is really a bluegrass canon. So maybe we should check it out if Erwin wants to play a few notes on it. Talking about bluegrass players, here he is. I will put my mic close to the guitar. price right now, as the time of shooting this video, is 2,099 euros. So that's a great deal if you ask me.
Me too, man. Awesome guitar. Killer sound. Really good.
So let's go with this one. Alright, that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the guitars that we've chosen. Let me know what your favorite is down below in the comments or in the poll in the community side of our YouTube page. Laura, what was your favorite?
Wat?
Favorite?
The Eastman.
So Laura is a really big fan of the Eastman. She really likes it. It was one of my favorites, a great sounding dreadnought, but I have to go with the ES-335, the 64.
Not the D'Angelico.
I will bleep you, Michael. It's a D'Angelico. We all know it. Also a beautiful guitar, but the 335 for me. I just want to end, go to the cinema with go see 28 Years Later. Don't see the Minecraft movie. Don't do it.
Minecraft movie!
It's not on HBO Max right now. Don't see it. Bye.